Lots of really great questions this time. What did we do today, guys?
Oh my gosh, on Wednesdays we meet. Like we had a work meeting and we were so productive. And I just want to go on the record that the way we started our meeting, because it's been a crazy month with Knox moving and all the things. And Erin started the meeting off with a list of all the things we've accomplished since our last month's meeting. And it made me feel like we were better people than we actually are.
No, we're okay. We're okay. We're not bad.
Yeah, but you're such a good operations chief officer.
Thank you. It's very encouraging.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. But this was our first meeting with Max living here.
Yeah, where he doesn't have to like run out and drive back to Tennessee.
I gotta go. I gotta like hit Popeyes and go 2.5 hours back to Tennessee. Actually, after a meeting, I went and bought this hat, 205 area code. What up?
Very nice.
My kids are swimming outside right now. If you can hear them, this is just a great time. This is a great time right now.
Y'all are living that Birmingham summer life.
There's
a lot of people who are saying that this is their first AUA.
Okay.
Welcome to the magical hour that is an AUA. And it is fun, I think, to be be here in person because you never know what's going to happen.
It's true. Yeah.
It's like a Casey Ogburn says she even paused Handmaid's Tale for this.
Oh my gosh, that's what I'm going to watch after this is over. It's like
my treat. A lot more fun than Handmaid's Tale.
I have to watch one. I've negotiated. Yeah. Well, we watched that show and then we watched another show. I don't know if I can say the show because it's a little scandalous.
We're gonna dive into that later.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay, so if this is your first time here, welcome.
Welcome.
We're super glad that you're here. What we're gonna do is we've asked questions in the Patreon feed, but if you also have a question that you didn't make it into the feed, then you can ask it in the chat, and we'll try to get to it. We've got a lot of questions. We do our best to get to all of them. Sometimes people chase rabbits, and so we gotta.
Who does that?
Nobody. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna dive right in. So if you have a question that you think of in the middle of the show or whatever, just throw it in the chat, and we'll try to get to it. Okay, Emily Meeks. Hello, Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Emily asks, what would you plan as a group date if you were the Bachelor/Bachelorette?
Oh, it has to be competition heavy, right? I think my dream, and I think they fulfilled it last season for the Bachelorette, was a spelling bee, because I want competition, but I want something that's going to humiliate the people. So that's like the perfect scenario, because no one on this show knows how to spell. Or I'm just thinking on the spot here. What if we did a live STD test and reveal? Like that could be really interesting.
I would do a like Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue where all the fellas have to do, because I'm like shallow. I want to see their bodies, but yes, but they also have to read the favorite passage from a British piece of literature.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Just to see how sexy and smart they are.
I like
interesting. Because would it be better for you if someone is a good sport but terrible, or like they're actually good at the thing you're asking them to do? Which is more endearing or attractive to you?
A good sport. Like somebody who just owns it and is like, look, I'm doing the best I can.
I'm not interested in that. Anyone can be a sport. I need skill level. I don't care that you have a great attitude about being terrible. I need you to be great.
You need to be
great.
You need to be a good speller.
I do. That's right.
Will not tolerate these poor spellers. That's good. Okay. Elizabeth Voss. This is completely random, but Knox, what are your favorite? Yes, she spelled favorite like the Canadians do. But no, she does not actually like Tim Hortons that much. What are your favorite things to do in Hilton Head with kids other than the beach? My husband and I are taking our 4-year-old twins and 8-month-old in August.
Twins?
The 4-year-old twins, that's doable. Did you say 8-month-old?
8-month-old.
That is.
Good luck.
That's untenable.
Don't you just strap those babies on you and go places with them?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Man, that's tough. So we just got back from there. We went with Ashley's family. I don't know if you've been. If you haven't, I would say the Shelter Cove area is really cool because there's restaurants and playgrounds. The best ice cream is frozen moo. I don't like ice cream, but everybody I go with loves ice cream. And that's where they always want to go. Harbor Town's great, but it's super touristy. So I don't know if you want to do that. Because like you can go and they'll tell you with a straight face, it's not a dinner. It's just a 6-hour wait. So don't do that. Salty Dog's okay. The best burger place is Char Bar. It's very good. It's very good.
It is very good because Knox recommended that when we went, and it was delicious. And I think your 8-month-old would really enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that a family-friendly place?
It is. They usually have live music, so that drowns out the screaming cries of your children who will be screaming because that's just what they do on vacation. But like over the acoustic wonder wall outside on the courtyard, you won't be able to hear it. So it's great. Don't worry.
It's magical.
Fair enough. Okay, Meredith X. Stein. Can you discuss what our pop culture reality would look like if Jay-Z had, in fact, cheated on Beyonce with Rachel Ray, not Rachel Roy?
Oh, well, I mean, how sad would her jazz musician husband be? Like, he'd be super sad about that.
Is he still sad, though?
I know. Well, I love her. I don't like him. He's tiny and, like, has big hair. I don't like him.
He's the anti-Jeffrey.
He is the anti-Jeffrey. Thank you so much. The anti-Jeffrey Garten. Is his name Garten?
Okay.
I don't know. I do feel like that Jeffrey would take Ina's name.
Yeah, of course, because Jeffrey is a delight. Of course he would do that.
Who's better, Jeffrey or Stedman?
Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey for sure.
It's that clear? I'm asking. I don't really.
Yes, because Stedman wants you to secretly know that he speaks at corporate events.
Oh,
and Jeffrey doesn't need that. Jeffrey doesn't need that.
Jeffrey's just like, I'm coming home. It's been a long day. There's a volleyball player in my kitchen making potato salad with my wife, and I'm happy about it.
Exactly. It's so great.
Is Rachel Ray differentiated enough to be like, wow, this is bad, like this is really bad? Or is it just like, well, I can see like a chain of events or sequence of events where like maybe that makes sense?
I think
for the spirit of the question, and I want to honor that, I don't know if you guys want to, I think you have to go you have to go Paula Dean. What if he had cheated with Paula Dean?
What?
Now you're talking about a destabilizing event. To me, that's just what I think.
I think what happens to Rachel Ray, though, is because I think people looked at Rachel Roy and went, okay, we get it. I mean, it's still Beyonce, but we get it because Rachel Roy and her hair. She is Becky with the good hair. She is. Right. But you look at Rachel Ray, like Rachel Ray doesn't survive that. Rachel Roy has survived it, actually.
Or does it shoot Rachel Ray's star back into the stratosphere?
I'm immediately interested in what she's doing and how did she do that?
I will watch her talk show. Yeah, I will watch her talk show.
I'm gonna pay closer attention to those dog food commercials. Okay, that's a great question, Meredith. Okay, Susan Bingston. I recently created an Instagram account so I can watch Jamie's stories on skincare and beauty, which do not disappoint. I've discovered the joy of Jennifer Garner's account. I follow comments by celebs based on Podcast Rec, which is funny when I know who the celeb in question is. Can you give some recommendations for accounts to follow that are funny or sweet or otherwise lovely? These dark times call for more imaginary cooking shows. I love that she got an Instagram solely for Jamie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why don't you answer that, Jamie?
Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the family. I love Laura Izumakawa. But Laura is IZ because she dresses her babies up while they nap, and she's a photographer. And I feel like Joey is part of my family. My mom feels like Joey is part of her family. We bought her book. We love her.
You talked about Laura for a good 10 minutes today.
I did, because Laura is pregnant with another baby. She's going to dress up, and it makes me super pumped. I enjoy Jen Hatmaker's account. I think it's funny, and she writes really sometimes meaningful posts, but sometimes super funny. I'm looking through my follow list. We love Annie B. Jones 05 because she does great book recommendations. Obviously you need to be following Erin Moon. I love the stories of one Goddess Busy Phillips. She makes me so happy. And so she's my original celebrity follow that I love the most. I actually also really weirdly love, I don't know if y'all have heard, I love Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
I do, and I love her stories.
What did Drew make you buy today?
Drew made me buy Crocs. I did order Crocs today. I don't feel good about it because I have gone on record saying I love Drew Barrymore but hate Drew Barrymore Crocs, and that is no longer true.
Wow.
We'll see when they get here. We'll see what they get here. Well, I'm nothing if not living by a double standard. So
absolutely true.
Yeah.
I like drunk people doing things. That's a great account. Animals doing things. That's a great account.
Oh, Gary Janetti. Gary Janetti.
A little risque.
It can be risque, but let me tell you, he is constantly embodying Prince George and his hate for everyone in his life, and it makes me very happy.
It's very funny.
Kelly Oxford, also super funny. Like I like Kelly. I like her feed. I don't think I even watch her stories, but I like her feed too.
That's good. Anybody else, Knox?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Animals doing things. Oh, someone just mentioned Kanye doing things, which is very.
Oh, that's a really.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Good job, Mary Walker. Okay, Leanne Swarbrick, who is my favorite Patreon supporter name to say.
You really eat up that name, don't you?
Swarbrick.
It's so great. Dump Date Marry, which come on, Leanne, say the F word.
I see that evangelical background. I've been there.
I see that Southern Baptist cold shoulder cleavage. I see it.
Okay. Dump Date Marry, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Superstore, and Parks and Rec.
Okay. You go, Jamie.
I dump Parks and Rec.
Agreed.
And I love it. I dump Parks and Rec.
As someone who vociferously defended it, though, in Dallas, as though like you were the last remaining fan on earth.
No, I love it, but she has chosen wisely. She has chosen a difficult situation because I do love. I would date Brooklyn Nine-Nine and marry Superstore.
I would marry Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Date Superstore. Sight unseen, just because of how much you recommend it.
Can I marry both of them? Like, what state do we live in?
We live in Alabama, and that is not. If they were cousins, that was okay, but you cannot marry two of them.
Fair enough.
If the office was on this list, you could do that.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Okay, Elizabeth Smith. Is just Jamie done?
I know. That's so sweet. Thank you for. I assume that is motivated by. I hope it's not. Is just Jamie done?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I did it in a hopeful voice.
I imagine when she asked that, she was crossing fingers, being like,
please let it be done.
But actually, we just talked today as we plotted and planned our IGTV plans.
Mm-hmm.
Just Jamie will be returning to IGTV.
That's right.
That makes it sound very fancy.
It's and it will be fancy, guys. I might order a backdrop. I'm not like saying I will.
I'm gonna just keep this ironing board door for This American Coach Knox. No one asked about that. No one mentioned that, but I will bring that up, and it will be coming back.
It looks like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe-ish. Yeah. Like if you climbed in
you could go to a different world, probably not Narnia, but like another one.
It's just for anorexic white women.
Like it's instead of the white queen, it's like the beige queen.
I don't know. Whatever. Here's the Nerd's Light.
Fine. That's good. But yeah, so lots of things coming to IGTV.
Yes. Oh, yes. Not just Jamie. All kinds of yummy fun
Is this where we should ask about Flavortown? We just want to do something called Flavortown.
Wait.
It's happening. You've already opened the gate.
Guys, Flavortown is on official Podcast Media Group documents. Mm-hmm. We did successfully, for a moment, get what I lovingly referred to as Shark Taint off of the documents. Right. But I think my sacrifice is I do get to have Flavortown.
Well, so there's an alternate reality where this week's episode was Shark Tank, where I pitch Jamie and Aaron really bad ideas, and they tell me why it's an okay idea. But it was just too beautiful for this world, so we had to shelve it, unfortunately, and
God needed another angel
episode we did this week. Yeah.
Go rest high.
There's one vote for Flavortown. One vote.
Okay.
No one else.
They just don't know what Flavortown is. They want it,
and we don't either. That's the problem. That's why we can't do it.
I just like that you won't call it Spicy Takes. You just like no. We got to make it more interesting than that.
It's got to be. It's Spicy Takes is leasing space. Flavortown, they paid a mortgage. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and then it was foreclosed upon, and they had to live in their car.
I don't know. Maybe and Guy Fieri is the landlord. I don't know. But like we need to do something there.
Right.
So good. Okay, so now you know that it's just Jamie and many other things coming to IGTV.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rosie Booth. Now that both Marlows are in Birmingham, can we get a new podcast launch starring the two of them? I've got the title, Lo and Behold. So good, Rosie.
We legitimately tried to beat that title, and I don't think we can. We talked about YOLO, some iteration of YOLO, but it's not as good as yours. Yours is the
Lo and Behold is so fantastic. And I would be very interested because you guys, I really did meet Marlo McCoy. Mm-hmm. And
is it fair to say she swept you off your feet?
She did, and I swept her because I bought her donuts. I know, and we're in love now. We're best friends. And she showed me her Barbies. That she brought me 2 Barbies, and she's like, I was like, what are their names? And she's like, Chelsea. And I go, this one's Chelsea, and she goes, both of them are Chelsea. And I was like, okay. And she goes, yep.
Deal with it.
Great. Yeah, this is their names.
Double Chelsea. B.
They're gonna meet in real life next week. And
that's right.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Crater. If there's
I think it will.
We may make an episode of IGTV or Instagram stories. Lo and Behold.
Oh boy, it'd be something. It's a great idea, Rosie. Okay, Trisha Weldy. Why does Jamie hate news and notes so much?
Great question, Trisha. I agree with you. What is up with that?
Trisha, that's called a bad edit. Listen, I really don't hate news and notes. Here's what it is. Early on, it was like, Jamie, you ready to do some news and notes? And it was like, well, I can't do the organic. Originally, that literally was organic. Me going.
To be fair, it was always like, that's what led into it. So I can understand where you're coming from.
That's true. But and it was often after losing like a Pantheon. When like I lost the final spot in a Pantheon. But I don't hate news and notes. I actually like really get excited now. Although sometimes I'm mad that I can't see all the movies in box office recap. But other than that, I really love news and notes. I need a better way to like ease into it. That's similar to let's do some lights, but not that. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we saying we don't like what that news do, or we do like what that news do?
I do like what that news do. It is good, but it's fleeting.
Can I tell you why news and notes is my favorite thing?
Why?
Because it's for the people. It's for the people who really support and get us. And I know you're not there yet, Jamie, but I do hope.
Wow.
Oh, you guys.
I won't speak for you. I do think it's probably our favorite thing that we get to do because we cover so much. We cover it in the way we want to do it. And that's why the edit is always so easy. The episode is much more difficult. And this is like truer to what we want to usually do. That's why I save it for you guys. That's
a good word. Okay. Jessica Lyons, this is not a question. Well, it is sort of. I don't think it really is, though. Oh. It says, Knox, I hope your move has gone smoothly for you and your family.
It did not, so thank you, though. Thank you.
Jamie, will you be my best friend?
And I am already. This is now. We are now best friends.
I think I said this, Jessica Lyons. Okay, but for real, she just wants to say that she drove her kids on a 12-hour trip a couple weeks ago, and she abstained. She had podcast celibacy for a month.
True love waits.
And so she could binge while driving, and it was the hardest thing she's ever done.
Wow!
But she did it, and you gave her content for all but 13 minutes.
Wow!
And she just wanted to say thank you.
That's a lot of us.
It was the podcast footprints in the sand carrying her on that trip. Yes. We're honored. We are honored.
We sure do have a lot of perseverance.
We do. Stamina.
Yeah.
Matt Longacre. Longacre?
I would go Longacre. I like Longacre.
I like Longacre.
I'm going to say Longacre.
Good.
Longacre. This may have been a green light at some point, and so if it is, he apologizes for making Jamie angry.
How dare
you? I want to assure you that this will make Jamie.
Oh my gosh.
I have 2 questions. Have any of you ever watched Veep?
Matt!
The Baptist in him does not approve, but everything about that show is hilarious. And 2, he wants to know, Jamie, will you start doing iPhone photography tutorials on your stories?
Oh, well, first of all, I'm very upset with you, Matt. It is a beloved green light of both of ours. It's a mutual green light.
Hey, Matt, I'm not upset with you. Here's the thing. We can't really talk about it because I think it's definitely a mutual green light. But like to talk about it too much is to lean into that the wordy dirts. and the bad things that are said on that show a lot. So
it is NSFJM and NSFKM for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, Jonah Ryan is a revelation that I have missed.
Don't we feel like that Tony Hale being on the show is like his ministry?
Ooh.
And so I feel like if you got Tony Hale on a show, like it's okay. Like you're okay.
Who is there? Is there one character, if you pull it out of the Jenga tower that is the show or the cast, that would like really severely cripple it more than any of the others, besides Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
You know, for me, I think it's weird. It's Mike McClintock because he's
God, I hate him so much.
He's so such a doofus. Like, I'm trying hard, but I'm not good at my job. And I don't know. I love him so much. So I would miss him. I would miss him.
And Richard. Jonah. I think it's Jonah,
but it's really Richard because unfortunately that show does lack diversity.
Mm-hmm.
So
have either of you ever watched Detroiters? Detroiters?
Is that Lena Waithe show?
No, it's Richard.
Lena Waithe is Chicago. It's the other city.
This doesn't seem like her speed. It could be. I don't know. It's much sillier than that. But it's the one dude who I'm going to say this, and this is going to sound ugly, and I don't mean it to. He's the ugly guy from SNL who got fired like after one season, like 2 years ago. His name's Tim something, and you know who I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't.
Tim. Oh, he's scrawny and tiny?
Not really.
Oh, well, then I don't know.
He looks like a sub Beavis and Butthead character. It's him and Richard. Is it Tim? I don't know.
No. That's
oh, wow. It has 3 seasons.
I saw a promo and it looked very good.
Oh, yeah. It's
Tim Robinson. No.
Yeah, it is. It's Tim Robinson.
Okay, yeah, Tim Robinson.
I don't think I knew him.
Good job, Kristen.
But Matt, I would say P.S. I am going to do tutorials on iPhone photography once my small group is done. I'm kind of gathering all our notes and what works the best for our group. And then I'm going to do a series on my Instagram.
He does look like a Beavis and Butthead person. Really funny. Okay, good job. Thanks, Matt Longaker. Okay. Taylor Choate. I don't know. I'm just saying the names. Have you seen the lineup for Bachelor in Paradise? If so, any early couple predictions? Also, thoughts on Tinker Becca not being in the lineup?
Of course she's not. She's better than that. Why would she lower herself?
Girl, we don't even need you. Bye, girl. You just scurry up your trouble in NoCal. We don't even care about you.
Yeah,
I don't miss you.
Let's gather up the under dirt of her fingernails to cast this show with Tia and the other Arkansas skunks. Get out of here. And like, don't throw Joe the grocery guy and be like, "Oh, we really crushed with
I am here for Jordan and Crystal. That's all I care about."
Oh yeah.
Like, how great is she cares for homeless people. He looks at homeless people with disdain. It's like a magical season ahead, guys.
I will
like
say
really
that
with chicken tender.
Joe looked really good in his picture. Like really good. Better than he ever looked on the show.
Do you think he looks good though without a shirt on?
No. But I'm not. Your face is all I really care about.
Well, you know who is also going to be on there is this season. This cannot be this season.
How do you feel about chicken tender being on there? I feel like that was a big miss. A big miss.
Oh, yeah. Bibiana is coming back.
Come on.
Astrid. Yeah, remember Astrid?
I honestly don't remember Astrid.
I remember Astrid. Called her Astrid.
Guess who else? Because they announced new people today. Guess who else is going to be there?
Is this where we talk about Anna Liesi?
Yes, Anna Liesi. But look, David without a shirt, chicken tender.
Have you not been hearing me talking about chicken tender when I was saying is chicken tender bad and you're like, yeah. Like, were you just not listening to me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was treating you like you treat me on our regular show. Oh, Kenny's coming back. Kenny.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like he missed his shot, you know?
Nick from Heraclides law firm is going to be on there. Because you know what they don't need? Nick.
You know, should we tell them what your pitch for our next mug should be that was Bachelorette centric? That I started crying over when I read it?
No, yeah, I really want this to be a product. But yes, go ahead.
No, you tell them.
Oh, because we were trying to think of well, we can tell these people. These are our best friends. We are launching a new store. We have cut all ties with previous merch providers.
If you're out there and you bought a mug and it didn't crumble in your hand, like you are a miraculous chosen one. Like consider yourself.
You are an angel of the You're an angel of the podcast that God has ordained.
Because that happened to literally everybody else, including us.
Yeah, including us. So, but we're doing a new store that's going to be much more user friendly and like going to be successful. And we were coming up with products because we wanted to include some stuff for the Bachelor and Bachelorette franchise, right? Because we love it so much. And so my suggestion was having a mug or t-shirt or anything that says, "I've never fallen off a bunk bed."
It's still, I'm still really
it's still good. Guys, vote for that. Tell everybody how much you want that.
Okay. Great. So Kristen Canalora, who would you love to see pivot to an awesome television career?
Ooh. Knox, you said you knew the answer to this. You've always known the
Tom
answer.
Cruise. It's always Tom Cruise.
Oh.
It's Tom Cruise, Will Smith. Just off the dome.
Okay, pause. Someone DM'd me because we had talked about like Tom Cruise is beloved in China, and you were like, I'm not sure if that's true. And somebody who lives in China, a listener who lives in China, said, yes, it is very true. All the Chinese love.
Let me correct here because I wasn't disputing the veracity of Tom Cruise's awesomeness in China. I was disputing the metric with which you were drawing upon to calibrate that, because that you were just shooting from the hip. I knew you didn't have any evidence, circumstantial or analytical.
You listen here. I read Variety. I know things. I'm trying to think who it is that I would like to pivot from a movie career to TV. Maybe. Well, I got the one I wanted, or at least I will in a couple of weeks. Is Amy Adams. That's who I really wanted. Are
you any bit nervous about?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Although I do love Gillian Flynn, and I think she is a good writer. And really, Sharp Objects is the one book I haven't read of hers because I decided I loved Big Little Lies so much because I hadn't read the book, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to do that and I like Marty Noxon as a producer. But
question, are you sure it's Gillian?
I am. I'm 100% sure.
How much of a flex is that? Make people call you Gillian. That's crazy.
It's horrible.
Get out of here with that.
I know. But then I would say of a dude, I mean, I would like to see always I'm going to get it too. Sort of. I'm getting Chris Pine. He's coming to Netflix on a TV show. I would have
for somebody like they're not bad yet. It's like they had to preemptively make the move, so you're not like, oh, this is desperation, you know.
That's true.
If you saw Chris Hemsworth, I've been saying he needs to be like a buddy cop TV show.
No, that's true. That's a good idea.
That would be great. I would love.
No, that would be very good.
That'd be great. Casey Ogburn, have you watched The Staircase on Netflix? Thoughts on if Mike Pearson is guilty? The correct answer is no, he's not.
He is not guilty.
Oh, guys, look, come on. I haven't watched it on Netflix, but I listened to it on a podcast, maybe on This American Life or something like that.
Yeah.
8 years ago, you know. The owl is, I think the dude, he's the Adnan of the show. Like you can make me think it was the owl, but guess what? It wasn't the owl. Okay. I don't know if the owl's like the Best Buy.
It's not him. There's too much proof to support that it's not him.
Right.
But let me speak to Netflix though. You did not add anything to that documentary. Like I thought the documentary is better than what Netflix did. So I would say if you're listening and you haven't watched it, don't watch it on Netflix. Like go find the Sundance documentary and watch it because it's so good.
Can I tell you, I might greenlight this next week if I finish it. I mean, like I authentically really like this, even though it's from Wondery, who is our network. The Wonderland Murders. I've been listening to it. It's really good about John C. Holmes, like the Wonderland, like but the Val Kilmer movie a few years ago. It's a really well done podcast, I think.
Okay.
Have y'all seen any recent pictures of Val Kilmer?
He's going to be in the new Top Gun, right?
I saw a picture of him.
I don't
the other day.
want to look at pictures of him. I want to think of him Like if Jabba the Hutt could fit into a polo shirt, like that's the picture of him I have in my head. And I don't want to like rip that up, you know?
That's about right.
Oh, Lord. I just saw it.
I know. Is it that picture of him with the sun?
Yes.
And you're like, time is a thief?
Y'all, you gotta use your retinol, y'all. You gotta use your retinol.
You gotta depuff.
You have got to drink some water.
Drink some water, my friend. Mix it with salad every
I think he's like, I just booked Top Gun 2 and I don't drink water. So joke's on you.
Okay. Audrey, Issa Rae, yay for Chicago being announced in the episode today. Are you able to share the venue?
Oh yeah, you should share it. Erin, you're the one who worked so hard to find us a great venue in Chicago, and you did do that.
Well, okay, great. I will do that now. We're going to be...
You don't have to share it if you don't think we should.
No, we just haven't like officially signed the contract.
That's true.
But it's in the works.
Yeah.
And unless they like decide to, unless they're like, no, we can't have you.
So we'll preface with this. If they decide to back out on us, we will burn their house to the ground.
Yes, we will.
Oh, I won't. I will not say that. That is legal. Jamie is legally.
Oh no, this will be edited out of the audio. This is on the Jamie No Notepad.
Jamie No Notepad.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, of course.
We're gonna be at the Patio Theater, in Chicago.
Yay!
That's it. We're really excited about it.
We are very excited. Bring all your friends. It's a beautiful venue, and it has lots of seats for you to bring your people.
Yes, lots of seats,
and it's worth the drive. Kristen Haynes, if you're listening to this, Patreon subscriber number 1. Who has talked about that she does not want to drive to Chicago because she got to teach that week. Girl, get thee to Chicago. We will comp your ticket because you are the number 1. You are the first Patreon subscriber and have been here from the beginning. Wow. Unless you have canceled your support, which means you won't hear this. And guys, she's dead to me.
No, she is here. Because she was the one who found.
Oh, that's right. She answered questions. Kristen.
Tim Robinson.
Kristen, we want you there.
To come. Okay. Tracy Healy, have you considered offering podcast coaching? I have an idea, but no creative partner or friend to talk through with. And I can't figure out how to find that community in the area where I live. Excited to see you guys in DC this year.
So first part, we have considered a little bit. I don't know if we're anywhere close to that. Probably. We got to do something really cool last night. Which is we both spoke at kind of like the process of being creatives and doing podcasting and making it into a business. And I think we both came away from that thinking like, this seemed really helpful and valuable. This wasn't the worst. Maybe there's something there for us. So that probably isn't really any comfort to Tracy. Also, probably not comfort. I don't know about that DC thing. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Y'all, we've had such drama in trying to get a date. Like we have a date that works for all 5 of us. So the 3 of us, and then our 2 special guests, Sophie and Melanie, and finding a venue in DC has proven impossible.
We even got insider help. Our dear friend of the show, Adrienne Cooper, she offered to help us, and she came up with all of these great ideas. And there's nowhere.
One place said you can be here, but you gotta send us $47,000.
That's $47,000,
guys. We just don't have $47,000.
We won't ever.
We will never have $47,000. So alas, it does appear that the light is starting to wane.
There are a couple of emails still out there. So it's listen, we've got 2 people saying y'all need to come to Baltimore.
I told you.
You were okay. Well, now everyone's not saying that. Oh. Just these first 2.
I watched The Wire. Baltimore's gonna be tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be
it's Charm City. It's what's his face makes the cakes there. It's fine.
I'm sold. That was good enough.
Elise says I was wondering about the prices in DC because it's really ridiculous.
It's insane.
It's crazy. One venue was like, yeah, we'd love to have you. We have a $25,000 food and drink minimum. We were like, well, that's not going to happen.
No, it's not. So we are working on alternate cities, some that are very nearby, that would not be a trek too madly for people. So we are working. That's why we weren't able to announce it, because we just don't have a city yet. So we are working very hard to try to get an alternate city for that date. So we'll keep you posted.
And I think it deserves to be said that even if we don't make it that way this year,
yes,
there's an active plan in place to be there next year.
To solve this problem and be in DC for sure next year. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay. Here's another question from Audrey. There are 2 memorable episodes that were cut from the feed when episodes before 100 were deleted. Can I campaign for Thanksgiving and the cereal episode to be brought back into the feed? All listeners should be able to hear Knox talk boldly about eating his hair, and the opinions on Tom Hanks are too good to miss. Any consideration?
I actually agree that the cereal episode should probably be like offered on Patreon. I actually think that's not a bad idea.
I don't know, because I clearly had way too much to drink in that episode following about 2 weeks of child illness. And I said things that maybe I shouldn't have said.
No, look, you no take backs. But
no take backs. I'm a man of my word, but I.
Well, but the difference in the Thanksgiving is, I will say this: the Thanksgiving, it was not happy conflict. Like, we try to really do fun, happy conflict.
Right.
And it's so funny, as I've learned about Enneagram, one of the things I was reading about Enneagram 5s and 7s, which Knox is a 5 and I'm a 7, is that our biggest source of conflict is when we dig in our heels on our opinion and then won't relent. But we do it happily, and we've created a show around it. But we do it about stuff, like Knox says, we do it about stuff that doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. But we suddenly, I don't know why that became really important to me, that Tom Hanks is awful. And it ended up not being a fun Thanksgiving.
It was like listening to 2 idiots at a bar arguing about something that they shouldn't have been arguing about, but we did it for 45 minutes. And there was no break, at all.
We didn't take breaths. Although I would like to see this year us bring back Thanksgiving, but spin it on its ear, like do a different version of it, like have a more interesting.
We won't reveal, but we've got a special July episode coming out,
y'all.
That's in the same vein, but way jollier.
I literally, once they left the office and I was still in our co-working space, I told 3 different people about the episodes that we prepped, because I was so proud of particularly the name of an episode that Aaron just freelanced on the moment. It was so good.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, guys.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, Brittany Ward. I'm going to condense Brittany's comment, not out of disrespect for her, but it's a lot. Okay. Something about your episode today talking about Netflix makes me feel like I need to get past my Netflix fears. Like I've missed the train because I'll jump into a show that everyone is raving about and then find it to be very offensive. I'm really sensitive, and I can only watch Inglourious Bastards on TBS because it's censored. She still has nightmares about Ned Stark's head being severed. What are some well-done shows that won't leave me feeling like I just need to rewatch The Office for the 7th time to get out of the pit of despair?
I would like to know more about the sensitivity. Is it gore? Is it violence? Or is it like...
Is it sexy time?
Yeah, is it sexy time? That could be a big issue for
Is it at the F-bomb? Here's what I would say. There are great shows on Netflix. Like, if you like Nailed It is hilarious, and it's so good. It's a reality show about baking. So The Great British Bake Off. I think Stranger Things is a fantastic show. We both do. We think Stranger Things.
But that feels like it'll be, if she's sensitive about
like scary stuff.
Yeah.
Well, maybe... Oh,
I always like Party Down. I think Party Down's good.
Oh, she says all the gore and sexy time that has no place in the plot.
So you like really rooted sexy time, like if there is like narratively developed sexy time. Yes. You're like
true to characterization,
like The Affair. Like you're here for The Affair. I would say like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, the first season. That's the only one I will endorse.
Man, that show, I don't know what it is. It works so hard in a way I don't like.
Yeah.
It's very exhausting.
Oh, if you like superhero stuff, or if you like action, like I loved Daredevil. I loved Jessica Jones. I loved The Defenders. I loved all the Marvel, not Iron Fist. That's garbage. I like Luke Cage. Those are good.
Sneaky Pete.
Oh yeah, Sneaky Pete.
All I think about is when someone says Sneaky Pete is the hot dog place.
They're so good. Don't sleep on them for breakfast. It's so yummy.
Okay. Emily Meeks. I need Jamie to share all of her emotions about Timeless because I'm so sad too. So Jamie, 30 seconds of your Timeless sadness.
Yeah. Speak for the 12 people who act like
you shut your mouth.
I never like it when something like that people authentically enjoy is taken away. But there was like the tiniest little sliver. Just like when I saw that, I was like, here it comes. Let's see all the people.
It wasn't, you didn't just say, here it comes. You immediately replied me and be like, how you doing? You okay?
I was on vacation. I was like, I gotta ask.
I know. That's the worst part is you leave your location on Twitter. So it says Hilton Head.
I cannot figure out how to take it off. I've tried so many different ways to take it off and I cannot figure it out.
Well, here's what I would say. I was super sad. I was sad that the creators were sad. They tweeted about how Sony really did work hard to get it moved to somewhere else, but it was just too expensive to make. And it is, I understand that. I get that it's a very expensive show to make. I was sad. NBC has hinted that they're going to give it a 2-hour movie to like wrap up all the loose ends, but I would be surprised even if they do that, because here's why I say that. I think every one of those actors is going to get snatched up on something, particularly Abigail. Like she's just
great.
Gosh, she's such a good actress. And Matt Lanter. I love Matt Lanter. So I think both of them get snatched up if they can't do that. So I'm sad.
Ginger Lobdell. I'm getting ready to spend. She's going to travel a lot. I'm going to condense this, just not out of disrespect, Ginger. And would love your Page Turner Best Book recommendations for movies and Netflix to download and books on the Kindle app. What do you got?
Okay. Well, okay. So I'm going to say for Netflix, here's the stuff that Brittany doesn't want to watch, but you can watch. Right. Okay. So I love Mindhunter. I love, what did we talk about earlier? We were like, I like Mindhunter. I would say Stranger Things. Glow. And Glow is coming back with the second season.
Godless. We're doing Godless.
Godless is good.
Godless. Do it for the Jeff Daniels monologues.
All day.
I would say like comedies, like when you need to cleanse your palate, I would actually say Superstore or Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think is a great show to binge. Page Turners.
I've got a couple. I've got Sunburn.
Yeah.
I thought Sunburn was a really great page turner.
Yes, Sunburn was amazing.
It was so good.
I think the Afterlives, I greenlit that. That was really good page turner. Probably my favorite book of the the book I greenlit today, I loved. It's a little more serious. I don't know if that's your thing, but just straight up, like the book I've enjoyed most is The Sister Brothers. That's like one of my favorite books. They're turning it into a movie now with John C. Reilly, and I can't remember the other dude. And
it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's right. But that book, I think I read that in like 4 hours. I was so into that book. It's a really great book.
And I'm about halfway through I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. And it's very good. It's a good one. Listen to In the Dark. The last episode airs next week. And I want to cradle Madeline in my arms like a baby because I love her so much. She has created a fantastic podcast. So
great. Okay. Amelia Calloway. How much does a movie description influence whether you see a movie or not? I am going to read all of Amelia's because this is an amazing comment. Mm-hmm. For example, I just saw that Chance the Rapper is becoming an actor this year in a A24 film called Slice, also starring Zazie Beetz. I was very interested, but then the movie description read, when a pizza delivery driver is murdered on the job, the city searches for someone to blame. Ghosts, drug dealers, a disgraced werewolf. That didn't sell me, and I'm not sure how I feel now.
I gotta be honest, I don't remember the last time like I read a description before knowing anything or seeing a trailer about it. So I don't know if I can answer this.
Well, I do it sometimes. I'll read a description of a movie when I'm looking at like future projects on IMDb I'm looking to see like what is Amy Adams making next or what is Gal Gadot making next. So I'll look at it then. But normally I always go, that is the lowest of the ladder intern who has written that with very little information because no one's letting them read a script that's the screenwriter's crowning achievement to write the log line.
It's like, you've worked for 6 years to write this script. Now give me 24 precarious words on why someone should buy this. And it's very thoughtful.
Amelia, I don't understand why you're not here for a disgraced werewolf. That sounds I mean, like, have you ever seen a disgraced werewolf? No, you haven't.
Well, you actually would if you had paid attention to Harry Potter. So
plus it has the mom from Stranger Things in it.
And it's got the dude, hot guy, friend of Dustin. What's his name?
That's what I'm saying. The mom.
Dacker? Dacker?
What?
Why are you saying mom? I'm saying the
because he was little guy's mom.
And you felt like saying the mom from Stranger Things was like an easy way to cross that divide linguistically.
Because you knew I would know Winona Ryder, but you were like, you won't remember Steve.
Thank you, Steve. That was his name. Yeah.
Okay. I had to look it up. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's from 824. That's enough for me. That's enough for me.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, McKenna Madden, this is your first.
McKenna, bravo.
Okay, McKenna asks, Jamie, if you were a contestant on The Proposal, what would your opening statement be?
Oh my gosh.
Like you've met the Bachelor and you're like, hey, I'm Jamie B. Golden and I'm going to stay gold. Like something like that?
It's The Proposal. You have to give like a bio.
But she's saying contestant. Oh. She's saying if you were a contestant, on The Proposal. I'm sorry.
The Proposal.
I was on The Bachelor.
That means I've already written it. And by written it, I meant Knox has written it. Here it is. I'm Jamie. I'm a stay-at-home Jamie, and I work for Instagram. Like, not for Instagram. I'm just on it a lot in hopes that companies will send me free stuff. Same thing. I love Drew Barrymore. Also love Drew Barrymore's Crocs. I have a doctorate in celebrity Chris's. I believe Adnan is innocent and that Tom Hanks and Kristen Bell are guilty of being overrated.
It would be the shortest episode. It would just end in Proposal.
It would just be hard pass. Move on.
No.
So good.
I think if a contestant talked about Drew Barrymore's Crocs, I think that gets an automatic proposal.
Do you think that's the thing in that bio that I lose on? Is that line right there?
I think it clinches it. That's
early on. That's early on, unfortunately.
Okay, so we're going to move to the live chat. So if you have a question, stick it in there. And sorry.
Hold on. Let me get the timestamp really.
That's on here. No notepad. And this is, I'm really excited about y'all answering this next question. This is from Sparrow1425. And she asks, thoughts on BDE? Sorry if it's too risque.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
Listen, I like that Ariana has it when Pete doesn't. Like, I think she has it more than he does.
Do you think so?
Is it possible that neither have it? And this is just a construct they've created? So do we need to say what BDE is?
You do. You need to say it.
I don't think I do. I think it's not this, but I'll say this and you'll get what I'm saying. The like big dingle dong energy. I don't like it. There's
actually a great article in Vox.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was the one. Because I was pulling it up because one of my favorite tweets is in that article, and it says, Pete Davidson is 6'3" with dark circles, exudes BDE, looks evil, but apparently is an angel, and loves his girl publicly. The only thing wrong with him is that he's a Scorpio, but anyway, I'd marry him within a month too. That's so good.
It's basically just.
You know who has the most BDE of anybody? Rihanna.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just don't know that I feel comfortable commenting on any of this, so I'll let
You're the one with a D.
I don't really like that at all. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Just note that super quick.
I am gonna move on. Oh my gosh, Sparrow.
It's a great question though. Thank you.
It was a good question. Yeah.
I'm thrilled that we get to talk about it.
Well, and I'm so glad that we get to talk about it here so that I can tell all the people who are not here that we talked about it here. Because we won't be able to talk about it in the show. So
No.
Sparrow1425 also asked, as a former theater major, what my go-to audition song was.
I do not know the answer to this, so this is the best question that's ever been asked.
Would it be something we could guess, like legitimately?
No. Okay. It's a pretty deep cut.
Okay.
Is it from Les Mis?
No.
Is it from Fiddler on the Roof?
No. I was in Fiddler on the Roof though.
Who did you play in Fiddler on the Roof?
I was Zeidel. I got to sing the Matchmaker song.
That's the best song.
I know, and I got to get married. That's the best
right. I firmly believe that we're all 6 degrees separated from someone who was in Fiddler on the Roof in high school.
I
know that for myself.
Degrees.
We're 1 degree.
You think it's 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your song?
Who's got the most BDE in Fiddler on the Roof, Aaron?
Oh, Hava.
I don't know any of that, but I will.
Okay, Aaron, answer it this way. Tell us what it's from, and let's see if we can guess the song.
It's from Company.
Oh, well then no.
Nothing.
Yeah, no. It's a song. It's Amy's song from Company.
Would you like to sing a bar or two for us right now?
You want to hit us with it?
It's actually like a speaking song because I don't have a great voice, but it's technically really difficult, and so it sounds impressive.
Do one line from it.
No.
Okay. No.
I don't even know if I know the words anymore.
This is a safe work environment, so we do not force anyone in HR. Like HR does not allow us to force any employee to do anything.
That's right. We don't bully anymore.
I appreciate that. So that's what it was, Sparrow. You asked the best questions. Okay.
Jamie, would you if you had to pull one out just off the cuff?
What would my song be? Mm-hmm. Well, it would be On My Own from Les Mis.
But here's my thing. I don't want to speak over you. I would pick City of Stars from La La Land because initially it's not a good performance. So my performance is not going to be good either. So it's not going to crush me. Are you going to be
able to blame it on the song?
I'm I don't have the roadmap to excellence here. Ryan Gosling kind of scuffled through this. Do you think you can really you crush that, Jamie?
No, I could not crush it. You know what I would... But you know what? I will tell you this. Because I grew up in rural Alabama, I never knew about musical theater. We didn't have a high school theater department. None of those things existed where I lived. But I remember my mom, for whatever reason, had the album of Miss Saigon. And I would listen to Why God Why on a loop. And I'd just be these are all my feelings as a 12-year-old with big glasses and 2 perms.
I just felt in the woods. It was
did you ever do high school theater?
No, I did not. I was not capable in that way. I did do praise band. Did a lot of praise band.
What did you play in praise band? I played the shaker.
I did a little bit of singing. I led a little bit of praise and worship. I Can Only Imagine. We did a little remix. And then I was that's all I got. I'm out. And so I retired.
Love it. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Misty Man wants to know, Knox, is there any update on your TV and if the moving company will reimburse you?
Freaking no update. They said, here's $60 for your TV.
$60?
And I was my man, Corey, that is not a real thing you just said. Don't act like it was. He's I know that was, I have to say it. He's so here's what I'm going to do. I think I can get you $100.
What?
Corey, you're not doing this correctly. So it's still pending. Yikes. I don't want to do the whole go on Twitter and be boo. I wanted to do the Instagram story because it's ethereal and it disappears. So
we need to do it. We need to do it from the podcast and be guys, how can we watch TV and tell you what's great about it if this is what 2 men in a truck do to your TV?
It's bad. It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Our beloved Kristen Hames wants
Kristen,
how exactly are you going to report back on the efficiency of poopery? Will it be a group thing?
We did split up the box 3 ways. We did split it up. I know poopery is a fantastic product. I use it. When I go to people's houses, if necessary. It's not always necessary.
And you carry some in your purse?
No. If people have it at their house.
Oh,
sure. Yeah. Because my best friend has it at her house. So, because they eat a lot of cheese, they know what's up. So
don't like this direction. Can I give you a little update? Because I came away with the box, the Black American Express box.
Yes.
And I don't know if you guys know this. I know you two do. So we did our Birmingham show. The Nashville Cookier brought us cakes. I still have my Gary from Teen Mom and Shia LaBeouf in pristine condition. I've kept them away not Pistol Pete. Was it Sneaky Pete from Toy Story 2? Anyways, I'm thinking about moving them to the Black American Express box. Give them a little more room to breathe, you know, and then really nice.
I don't know. Room to breathe means mold.
This is very Mrs. Havisham of you.
I've got them like really securely wrapped, so they're in really great condition.
There you go. Okay, we're getting to the.
We'll lightning round it.
Yeah, people want pop sockets.
Good call. That is a great idea.
Okay, Sparrow 1425. Do you guys watch Westworld?
Reluctantly, yeah.
I've watched season 1. I held season 2 because the first episode was very complicated, and I was like, I have to wait until I can binge this. So my goal is to binge it in the next month.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd watch it more if I could get the theme song like Aaron and Ben do it, like meow meow, like I like that version of it better. That would help me. But yeah.
Maybe we'll record an album for you.
You should.
We'll think about it.
I would like an album of all famous theme songs. Meow meow
meow meow.
Like Mad Men.
Meow 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 meow. Brittany would not like Westworld. At all.
No, Brittany, that's a big old no, Brittany. Don't do it.
No.
Mary Beth Walker, what are y'all's Enneagram numbers?
The 5.
I'm a 7. You're a
3.
Yay.
Baltimore, Annapolis, Alexandria. Some people have asked if like we could go outside DC, and we did look outside DC like a little bit. It's just really expensive, and there's just not a lot there. Okay. Katie Potato wants us to come to Australia, which we would love to.
Katie, that's our dream.
Mary Beth Walker suggested Schitt's Creek for Brittany.
Yes, season 1 is so good.
Season 1 is trash. Bad trash. Not even the good trash. Like it was a birthday party.
I love Dan Levy. He's so funny.
Okay. Just had to Google BDE. Now I'm dead. Please do the nose of funeral in my honor.
Just FYI, if you died from that, please leave us in your will. That'd be great.
Yes. Okay. Casey Ogburn, who do you think the next Bachelor will be?
I think noted Time Lord and Postmortal Peter.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so
great. Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my dream. I mean, and that's what I'm hoping for. That's my all hope again. Because I think they're like, we have to start from scratch. We have some problems. Like we did badly this year. We have to try again harder.
How many seasons until they take a reformed sexual assaulter, misogynist, like not Chris Hardwick, because we don't know what's going on with Chris Hardwick yet, but someone like that, where you're like, oh, he did something bad, maybe, and he's trying to do a good thing.
Like Aziz Ansari?
Maybe not even that
vague, more
mystical.
Specific. Yeah. More specific.
Something specific. If I set the over under at 2.5, you taking the over or the under?
I'm taking the under. I just really think they would be like, we cannot even risk this. It's like how we will never have a minority bachelorette again. Like they're going to be.
Well, we have a minority contestant or a white contestant with something to redeem first.
Oh, a white contestant with something to redeem.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible.
Okay. Lindsay Sweeney, do y'all have a favorite Queer Eye episode in season 2?
Tammy, Mama Tammy.
Obviously, Mama
Oh my God, I love her so much.
I want to drive to Gay, Georgia and have her prophesy over my life.
Thank you. Exactly. Like,
gosh, I want her to hold my face in her hand and tell me that I am God's child.
I know. Oh my gosh, she's fantastic.
I need that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I skipped some. I'm sorry. Okay, we have 1 minute. So the last one, Jamie or everyone, what are your thoughts on In the Dark? Or I think Jamie's the only one that has done it. What do you think?
I'm just saying, hemp hill, y'all. Hemp hill. Hemp hill. I'm gonna have to drive to Winona. I'm gonna have to talk to that DA. He is garbage.
All right. That's it. That's
You
all.
sure?
I think I got everything.
Nice.
I think so.
Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you so much. As always, you are a delight. You make our job possible. We all live in the same city because of you. Like it's a big deal. Like Poopery reaches out to us because of you guys.
That's right.
So it's been such a magical day for us. So you've only made it better. We will obviously let you know first when we know when tickets go on sale. It will come to Best Friends of the Show first. So you'll get first dibs on all the goodness. We're very excited about the shows. If you've never been to a live show with Sophie Hudson or Melanie Schenkel in it, they are truly like just beyond fantastic.
Yep.
In that environment. So we think it's going to be a very, very fun night.
Yep.
Yes, we absolutely do.
Very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. So we hope you'll join us. So,
all right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next month.
Bye, guys.
Hey, guys.
Bye.